Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Marissa, or Murisa, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Both are right. And I share stories about things that I'm going through, and right now they revolve around mental health. Since seeking support at a mental health treatment facility earlier this year because I was going through some really rough times, I have really been trying to rediscover who I am and how I feel about certain things and where I belong in the world. And I feel like certain books and certain characters and certain things that I've done since then have really kind of spoken to me creatively and emotionally in certain ways, and I've been able to really connect to certain things. And so, one of the characters is Nora from The Midnight Library, which is one of my favorite books that I've read on my mental health journey. She is a character that is trying to unalive herself and is stuck in the realm of the in between of the two worlds. And in the chapter that I want to read a passage from, it's also called The Midnight Library, just like the book. I want to give my interpretation of this last paragraph of the chapter because it just really spoke to me, and I felt like I wanted a creative outlet for just talking about it in general. So this is my way of doing that. And this is one of my favorite books of all time, and just in general really wanted to talk about it. So Matt Haig, if you ever get the chance to see this, I am obsessed with this book. I wish I could talk to you about it all day long. There's certain passages I have underlined, there's certain things I go back and read without even wanting to read like the full book. There's certain chapters I just go back and reread, certain lines that I've underlined that I go back and reread, and certain lines that I reread and I like choke up about. Anyway, I could go on and on about this book. It just means a lot to me, and the way that it's written and the storyline, a lot of it, a lot of things about it that mean a lot to me. I'm going to read the last paragraph of the chapter called The Midnight Library. It's page 30 in the book that I have. When she thought about it, and increasingly she had been thinking about it, Nora was only able to think of herself in the terms of the things she wasn't, the things she hadn't been able to become. And there really were quite a lot of things she hadn't become. The regrets were on a permanent repeat in her mind. I haven't become an Olympic swimmer. I haven't become a glaciologist. I haven't become Dan's wife. I haven't become a mother. I haven't become the lead singer of the Labyrinth. I haven't managed to become a truly good or truly happy person. I haven't managed to look after Voltaire. And now, last of all, she hadn't even managed to become... It was pathetic, really, the amount of possibilities she had squandered. While the Midnight Library stands, Nora, you will be preserved from... Now you have to decide how you want to live. To me, this paragraph hits deep because while in her deepest, darkest moments, while Nora was trying to do the most harmful thing to herself, all she could think about was the things she wasn't and couldn't do in her life so far. That's all she could think about. She didn't do this, she didn't do that, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. And what good did it do her in that moment? She was already in the realm of the in-between while she was thinking these things. It was already doing her no good. She was already feeling like she wanted to go to the other side, but she's not there quite yet. So you still have this opportunity to stay, and yet you're still focusing on all these things that you're not. So while the Midnight Library stands, Nora, you will be preserved from death. Now you have to decide how you want to live. That's what the librarian tells her. So you have to decide how you want to live. Do you want to live with those regrets of what you haven't become? Do you want to continue asking yourself, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why? Or do you want to try one of those things and just see what happens? Not even that, not even do you want to try one of those things, but why do we focus on only the things that we haven't accomplished or only the things that we haven't done yet? Even if the only thing you get to do today, and notice I said get to do, if all you did was wake up today and bed rot, that's okay. Give yourself some grace. Not all days have to be productive, and not all days have to feel like you have to get something done or like you have to get out of bed. There's days where you can do that, but most days you should get out of bed and do something for yourself and live life to the fullest and enjoy it and find some joys in it, because there are some things to live for. And I think that's what this was trying to tell us. Not to dwell on the things that we can't do or haven't done. Focus on things that we have done, or focus on the things that we can still accomplish. And that should be where our focus is. And that's what will make us happier. That's another big takeaway that I've also learned in my mental health treatment program, is to really focus on gratitude and the things that we do have, and to really focus on the now and being grateful for the things we have been able to accomplish and the things that we are yet to accomplish, because our mental health journey doesn't look the same for everyone. Everyone's days look different, and everyone's success looks different every day. And don't compare yourself to others. There's no point in that, because not everyone has the same journey. Not everyone is fighting the same demons. Not everyone has the same past or the same traumas that they're dealing with. It's just not right to compare yourself to others. So anyway, that was my brief interpretation of a brief paragraph from the book, The Midnight Library, from the chapter, The Midnight Library, by Matt Haig. It's one of my favorite books, and one that really touched me on my mental health journey. I hope you will check it out if you enjoy reading and something that you might be interested in. I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for listening and being here today. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you take care of yourselves. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.